This is a recording of article published in the newspaper The Hindu in the science section with title Brain Cells in Dish Learn to Play Video Game. Neuroscientists have shown that lab-grown brain cells can learn to play classic video game Pong and could be capable of intelligent and sentient behavior. Brett Kagan, who led the study published in the journal Neuron Wednesday, told AFP his findings open the door to a new type of research into biological information processor, complementing normal digital computer. What machines can do is learning things very quickly. If you need a machine learning algorithm to learn something, it requires thousands of data samples, he explained. But if you ask a human or train a dog can learn a trick in 2 or 3 tries. Kagan, Chief Scientific Officer at Melbourne-based Cortical Labs, set out to answer whether there is a way to harness the inherent intelligence of neurons. Kagan and colleagues took mice cells from embryonic brain and derived human neurons from adult stem cells. They then grew them on top of microelectrode that could read their activities and stimulate them. The experiments involved a cluster of around 8 lakh neurons, roughly the size of bumblebee brain. In the game, a signal was sent from left to right of the array to indicate where the ball was located, and dish brain, as the researchers call it, fired back signals to move the paddle in a simplified opponent-free version of Pong. One of the major hurdles was figuring out how to teach the neurons. In the past, it has been proposed to give them a shot of feel-good hormone, dopamine, to reward a correct action, but that was difficult to achieve in time-sensitive way. Instead, the team relied on a theory called free energy principle that was coined by the paper's senior author Carl Friston, which says cells are hardwired to minimize unpredictability in their environment. When the neurons succeed in making the paddle hit the ball, they receive predictable electrical signals. But when they missed, they were sent randomized or unpredictable signals. The only thing that neurons could do is actually get better at trying to hit the ball to keep their world controllable and predictable, said Kagan. Dish Brain's performance isn't up to AI, artificial intelligence, or human standards, but the fact we see any significant learning is really just evidence of how robust neurons are at processing information and adapting to their environment, he added. The team believes Dish Brain is sentient, which they define as being able to sense and respond to sensory information in a dynamic way, but drew the line at calling it conscious, which implies awareness of being. Dishbrain also tried out another task, the dinosaur game, that appears in Google Chrome when no internet connection is found, and the preliminary results were encouraging, said Kagan. For their next steps, the team plans to test how Dishbrain's intelligence is affected by medicine and alcohol. Though Kagan himself is most excited by the future possibilities of biological computers based on this discovery, we compare it to the first transistor, he said, building block of modern electronic invention in 1947, which eventually led to today's powerful digital computers. This is robustly conducted, interesting neuroscience, said Tara Spires Jones of Center of Discovery Brain Science at University of Edinburgh, who was not involved in the study. Don't worry, while these dishes of neurons can change their response based on stimulation, they are not sci-fi style intelligence in a dish. They are simple, albeit interesting and scientifically important circuits response.